got that prediction right. First time they ever used one. And so we showed them all the places we walked to. Then they got back on their bus and went back.
Lots of northern buses today got yeah, massive.
Yeah, sorry.
I woke up and I was like, I thought I was hallucinating. I was like, this wasn't the plan.
No, it was a proper dump of snow, wasn't it? All white. Yeah.
Yeah, but we came down from north of Scotland.
We'd have been still in Paddington.
Not down on the sort of playground, but definitely like hills. Yeah. And I'm sitting in the Mary's
That's the crazy thing actually, we had our barns up, right? It was really hot day. I joked to the guy in the barn, I went, this is going to be snowing next week, it's not a problem. And I woke up this morning, I was like,
Swimming in a lock. Is that what
no, it was Mary's first.
Oh, okay.
Sean first.
Okay. Even though they're called a union, it's misleading. Yeah.
And we get all our we need to get the journalists to explain it, because people won't understand. Yeah, my husband's changing the insurance in the car, and this is like 10 years ago. And one of the
This in about 5 minutes is going to kick off if everyone gets comfortable, okay? It's okay, it's not raining or anything, is it?
funny that.
scared of the long sandwich.
Has anyone seen Andrew Ward, because we've lost him? He might be under a big pile of food. He's only a little fella. If you look up your feet, look down please, everybody. Could be anywhere there. Normally found talking about food. We find you. He's behind you. I'm here. Well, welcome everyone. actually anticipated. Which unfortunately means we don't think we can march to Parliament Square and back without recording. Don't boo me! Yeah, so with the children going to be leaving it, what we're going to do is we're going to get the children safely around the back of these buildings to the far end for some photographs, so that people can see what we were trying to achieve here. But the numbers have totally outweighed our expectations. Thank you very much for doing that. Well done. Thank you so much. Right, we'll crack on. So, welcome to everyone that's watching. Welcome to everyone that's watching online. A lot of people have had to stay behind to look after animals, so we just need to think about them. Thank you to all this team here that's made this happen. Massive thanks to the Met for allowing this to happen and keeping everybody safe. Come on, you can do better than that. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I'm Ollie Harrison. I'm just an arable farmer from near Liverpool. I never thought one day I'd be stood here talking to so many farmers. My family has farmed in Tarbuck for 175 years, with me being the 5th generation, and James dreaming of being the 6th. Slightly confused. The going hats fell over his eyes. Me and my father and my ancestors have worked tirelessly over them years to build the farm it is today. But for now, I could be the last generation to produce food on that land. The government has taken the ability away for me to be able to pass the family farm on in a financially stable way for my 3 children. That makes me so angry, and I know I'm not the only one here today. We all know no one owns a farm. We just look after it for the next generation. I'm really sorry, I had to write all this down so I didn't forget. I don't normally like the script. Being dyslexic, I can't read either. This reckless budget has already cost some lives. Given that where we are today, by the war memorials, someone's phone's ringing. Can we please just hold a minute's silence to remember those that aren't with us anymore? And those that fed us during 2 world wars. So we'll just take a moment. Thank you. Now, why do we farm? Why do we accept low prices? Why do we put up with low wages and long hours? Why do we risk the family home every day? Why do we put up with this weather? We actually ordered this today, so everyone felt at home. I'll tell you why. We farm for our children. We farm to feed the nation. We farm because it's in our blood. And we farm because we love it. No one does it for the money. There is none. I hope you heard that.
Is today the beginning of the end for UK farming? Or is it the beginning of some direct action? To save this farming community we all love, that feeds this nation every day, 365 days a year. Some of you may watch our YouTube videos, and I thank you for that. If you've watched recently, you'd know my dad isn't in the best of health. That is why he couldn't be here today. We really did want to have 3 generations here. It would be hard enough to lose a loved member of my family. It would be even harder to lose a business that me and him have built together. Nothing more than a family farm tax, political greed. They think they can replace us with importing food. They can't. Feeding a nation on imported food is a dangerous place to be for any country. Just ask them over there. That's the MOD. They understand the importance in food in keeping a nation running. Remember as well, for every pound we spend on importing food, we may never see that back in our economy. Think about that, please, Treasury. The government must listen. Do they know what it's like to get up at 4 AM to feed cows and get pooed on? Do they know what it's like to give CPR to a weak lamb? Do they know what it's like to unblock a combine at 2 AM with bleeding hands and knuckles because of a thistle in it? Do the government even know where food comes from? Today we come together to show the government we will be heard. Let's unite all businesses that rely on farming. Let's unite all businesses that cannot pass their hard work to the next generation because of this appalling budget. We will not be taxed into bankruptcy. We will not be bribed with political rhetoric. Downing Street, if you can hear us, you need to fix this. For the nation, you have to do this to feed the voters that trusted you. You have to do it for our children. And you have to do it for our grandchildren. Thank you.
Every single one of you. We had no idea what we started just a week or 10 days ago. We're here to make clear this is an impossible family farm tax. British farmers cannot pay this. That's better. Just start again.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, every single one of you. You're here to make clear this is an impossible family farm tax for British farmers to pay. I think we're making pretty clear that this doesn't just affect 500 farms. This affects the, 10, 20,000 of you that are here, not counted. More? Can't see the back, so yeah, that's a lot. We're here to demonstrate that the government have just got their numbers wrong on this. Very wrong. To demonstrate that family farms, the very foundation of our beautiful British countryside, will be lost forever. The investment will disappear. Our food security will be threatened, and our environment will undoubtedly suffer. Our countryside will end up being owned by the huge institutional and corporate investors that the APR was supposed to stop. I farm the same fields as my grandfather and father did, and I just want my children, Henry, is it what you say?
Hello.
This is about these guys, it's this generation, it's their opportunity to farm that's been taken away. Bear with me. The tax bill, when my father dies, is just unaffordable. The returns on the capital that we have invested in farming, they just don't provide the kind of income that can cover that 20%. So I'll have to sell. We're here today. We need the politicians to sit down to look again at how can they achieve their aims without engineering this destruction of family farms. We want them to meet with us, actual farmers, sit down with us and let us show them how to fix British farming. How to make it great, how to make it sustainable. Let us show you what the generations of knowledge that should be listened to, understood and supported to help grow both our nation's food and the economy.
Hello everybody, I'm Andrew Ward, I farm in Lincolnshire, and like Ollie as well, I also have a YouTube channel. It's a pity those people behind those gates don't watch it a bit more. Thank you so much for everybody that's coming here today. The view we have from up here is unbelievable, and talk about emotional, I had tears in my eyes when I came up here about half an hour ago. Thank you so much for supporting us. We really appreciate it, but we will support you. The five of us that put this together, we have all had a job to do. My job was to look after the food bank and try to get food brought into London. We have had that in tons, and I mean tons. And the idea was to highlight and bring food. The idea was to show the capital just how much value